Peru news today. All you need to know about Peru.
Gareca Selección, fans ask him to be Peru's coach again. This was the request that the Argentine Ricardo Gareca received at Carlos Lobatón's farewell. Ricardo Gareca stole the show. The former coach of the Peruvian national team was the main guest at Carlos Lobatón's farewell, which took place this Sunday at the Alberto Gallardo Stadium. The thousands of Sporting Cristal fans did not go unnoticed by Gareca's visit, and in several parts of the event they asked him to return to the bicolor. Gareca Selection was the chant that was heard most in the stands of the stadium where the light blue team plays at home. At the end of Carlos Lobatón's farewell, Gareca left the Alberto Gallardo Stadium with a great security measure. Let us remember that the Tigre Gareca pointed out that it was an honor to participate in the farewell of Lobatón, whom he considered in the calls in his first years as coach of the Peruvian national team, which with the help of the Tigre returned to the World Cups after 36 years. Ricardo Gareca arrived at the Alberto Gallardo Stadium to lead the Peruvian national team in the farewell of Carlos Lobatón. The Alberto Gallardo Stadium was dressed up this Sunday afternoon for Carlos Lobatón's farewell. Among the main stars invited to the game was Ricardo Gareca, who coached Loba during her time with the Peruvian national team, and who had a spectacular reception from the Celeste fans. Prior to the meeting between the stars of Sporting Cristal and the Peruvian national team, all the guests invited to the game paraded one by one. First those from bicolor did it, and then those from the Celeste team did it. After that, the presence of Ricardo Gareca was announced, who came out onto the field with Jose Soto and Jefferson Farfán. Immediately, the four stands of Alberto Gallardo stood up and began to chant his last name and performed some chants such as Salud, Gareca or Gareca Selección. Gareca with Peruvian national team. With Ricardo Gareca on the bench, Peru played 96 games with a balance of 39 wins, 23 draws and 34 losses, in which they accumulated 120 goals for and 108 against. Peru without coach. In the absence of officialization of the Peruvian Football Federation, FPF, Juan Reynoso is no longer coaching the Peruvian national team, which is in last place in the South American qualifiers heading to the 2026 World Cup. Juan Carlos Oblitas, Director of Football of the Peruvian Football Federation, FPF, contacted Juan Reynoso in recent days to indicate that he will no longer continue as coach of everyone's team. Subscribe and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru news today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.